Hello, my name is Ebubekir Ömer Akay and my teammate Enes Başhan. First, I hope you are fine. I wish to get through this pandemic as soon as possible. In this presentation, we will talk about our project, which is attendance management system using face recognition technology. Okay, let's begin. Here is an advantage and disadvantage table about attendance techniques in the literature. I want to ask you a few questions. Let's say you are a high school instructor. Your class consists of about 30 students. How many minutes does it take to get the attendance? Let me tell you for you, at least 80 seconds. If you have a lesson for this class twice a week, 80 times 2 is 160 seconds. The academic year in our country takes approximately 40 weeks. So 40 times 160 seconds, 6,400 seconds. It means 106 minutes. The time you will lose for a class is 106 minutes. Let's assume that our system exists now. You can get the attendance list of the same class in about 5 seconds. If we do same calculations again, your loss in the academic year is only 6.5 minutes. In short, an advantage of 100 minutes. This is one of the reasons why we work on this project. Now, my teammate Enes continue with our test in the classroom.
Now I will talk about advantages of our system. Here you see one of the results of our system in the classroom. The yellow arrow indicates the person whose system made the mistake. There are 18 students in that image. We have 17 correct recognition. We have only one wrong estimation. That means our success rate is 94.5%. The reason for the system making a mistake that we do not have enough data. In this experiment, we had 1 or 2 photos for each student. If we have 10 images or more for each student, system will not make the mistake. Now I want to talk about our graphical user interface. Main menu. At this stage of the presentation, I will tell you about the graphic user interface of our program. As you can see on the slide, the interface of our program is like this. There are 6 buttons in the main menu. These are register, attendance, training, sending email, delete list, and check the list respectively. In the following slides, I will talk about the function of these buttons. By the way, we used our interface HiQt 5 library. Let's continue. Register. This button takes 10 images from students, and then we convert these images as encoding and save as pickle file, because we need encoding the matching process. Why is that? Because it saves students' images in the database. The more images, the more successful recognition rate. Training. Now it's time for the training button. This button is probably the most important stage of the system. We get the encoding of the student image in the database by passing through CNN. This is only necessary after new student registration. It doesn't have to be done every time. Attendance. Let's talk about the attendance button. First of all, the instructor must enter username and password to use this function. If entered correctly, the information window opens as above. But if entered incorrectly, the Take an Attendance button will not be active and the error window opens as below. Let's come to what this function does. It detects the faces of students in the input image received from the camera. Compares with the encoding in the database, it detects the student present in the image and writes their names to the attendance list. Sending email. What should the instructor do if He wants to get the attendance list. Of course, we have also developed a function for this. Instructors should press the sending email button. They should choose the date of the list they want to receive and their own email address. However, if there are no email addresses of instructor in the list, they should choose other and their email addresses in the box below. Finally, send button is pressed to complete the process, deleting the list. In this window, if you want to delete old list, all you have to do is select the date of the list and press the button. The system will ask you to delete it. If you press the yes button, the system finds the file location from the database and deletes it permanently. The last one, checking the list. Finally, if you want to check the attendance list instantly, you should click the checking the list button in the main menu. Then simply select the date of the list that you want to check, and the attendance list opens in a new window. Now, my teammate will talk about our work on the control of fraud attempts. Thank you so much.
Hello again. Consider what would happen if a nefarious user tried to purposely circumvent your face recognition system. Such a user could try to hold up a photo of another person. Maybe they even have a photo or video on their smartphone that they could hold up to the camera responsible for performing taking attendance. How do we spot fake faces? In the literature, there are some methods to spot fake faces. For example, eye blink method, eye blink control method, mouth movement control, human face skin reflectance control. We choose distinguishing the skin reflectance to detect fraud attempt. The ratio of the student of any object to reflect electromagnetic radiation. In other words, the part of the radiation from the light source projected by the object. This ratio depends on the texture, color, and width of the object surface. Thus, real face and fake face can be distinguished. How do we create our dataset? In order to build the fraud attempt detection dataset, first, I open my smartphone camera and put it in the selfie mode. I recorded a video of myself and then replayed the same video, this time facing my smartphone towards my desktop webcam. This resulted in two example videos, one for real faces and another for fake faces. And I applied face detection cafe model to both sets of videos to extract individual face ROIs, which means region of interest, for both classes. And then we train convolutional neural network capable of distinguishing real faces from fake faces. Here is our result video example. As you can see in the video, our system works with very high percentage of success. We use a Keras deep learning library to detect faces. We divide our data as two parts, training and validation. We split it as 80% for training, 20% for validation. As a result, that plot shows us we are able to obtain approximately 99% of liveness detection accuracy on our validation dataset. As you can see in the blue line is our success rate in validation, and the other red line shows our validation loss value. What is validation loss value? Validation loss is the error as a result of running the validation set through the previously trained convolutional neural network. Okay, let's continue. Mask detection. Nowadays, COVID-19 virus has surrounded the world, and people have to wear masks as a precaution. We have created a mask control detector for our program in order to control the mask. We created two separate datasets, with and without mask. And then we trained with, again, convolutional neural network architecture. And here is the result of our mask detector. You can see on the status, we very high accuracy rate. Okay, the last part of our presentation. The biggest reason we work on this project is to avoid wasting time while taking an attendance at schools. In addition, with our system, it is easy to take an attendance without distracting students. What we will do in the future? We cannot yet identify who is in the masked person is in front of the camera. We will work on this for the upcoming period. Thank you so much.